Your team is pulling away with this thing, and because of you and Blair, you're. I mean, you seem like you're on a mission of some sort because the birdies just started coming. What was it like out there, and how do you explain the way you guys are playing as a group today?
Well, I didn't know any of the scores, and I still don't even know all the scores. I was just playing my own game, trying to pull my weight, which I did, which was nice. Putting yesterday was a struggle. So yesterday when we came to practice, all I did was putt. My team went to the range and hit balls. I just stayed on putting green. And I did a couple competitions, played with some Arrowhead kids, doing a couple of competitions. I did a putting contest against Coach Bud Zine, and so, I mean, it was nice. So putting definitely helped today.
So what did you and Bud do? What was the game?
7-up, so we were doing leg putts.
Okay.
Because I was blowing putts 4 feet by, stuff like that. And today, my leg putting was absolutely phenomenal. I mean, I had 2-3 putts, I think, or maybe even one, and that was just on hole 18. So I was putting pretty well. As I started rolling a couple birdies, the hole got bigger, I thought, because I just was more confident in my whole putting stroke.
So you guys are on the big green up there, and what are you doing? You're like 30 feet from a hole. And,
Yep. So
one of you picks the hole.
Yep. So if you are closest to, you got to pick the next hole, and the goal is to get to 7. We do this as a team. We play it a little differently. So closest to the hole gets a point. If you make it, you get 2 points, and then if you hit somebody else, then you lose a point. And if you 3-putt, you also lose points. 4-putt, you lose 2 points. Stuff like that.
So you don't actually make the second putt. It's just designed to see how close you can get to the hole.
For Arrowhead's version, yes. For our version, we have to make all putts.
Really?
Yes, and it's a struggle because some people, their ball will be in your line, so you have to make what's due and do your best.
Wow. So you played his version or your version yesterday?
I did both. I did my version with my team and Pearson Hunt and the assistant coach for Arrowhead.
Okay.
And then I did Bud's version with just him.
Amazing. And what does that say about your two teams?
I mean,
the willingness to help each other.
Yeah, so we like to battle each other, just because we know we're pretty much close in competition-wise. So being able to help each other will just help everybody. It'll make all of our scores equal. It'll actually strengthen our will to do better each time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for us, our coach tells us, don't focus on the other teams, focus on your team and try to beat everybody on your team. Because if you can do that, then you're probably going to be beating the kids on the other teams.
So you're setting a great example, not only of what you do on the golf course, but your approach off of it. I mean, is that no matter what happens here, you're going to win a state title, so you'll have a trophy to show for it. But does that is that the lesson within the lesson that there's different ways to get to the end result?
There are a lot of different ways. I mean, I take playing golf as like a blessing. I've played it my whole life. My grandpa, who passed away when I was around 8 years old or something like that, he introduced me. My dad showed me a picture yesterday when I was little in Florida when I visited them. And I was just holding a plastic club with a plastic ball.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been with me for my whole life. I have a cousin with Down syndrome, and he likes to play golf, but it's a little different for him. So, I mean, they're coming up this weekend. I'm trying to spend a lot of time with him just because I kind of do things not only for myself, but also for him. Because I know, I mean, even though he lives in St. Louis, so I don't see him that often,
right.
But it's just for him. And, I mean, each of these days, too, I mean, I try to play for somebody else just because it gives me a little more motivation.
Sure.
So yesterday I wore a yellow wristband, and it said, obliterate osteosarcoma, because there's a freshman at Marquette who has it.
Okay.
So we got those as a school, and then today I was wearing a bracelet in memorial for Colin O'Hare, who committed suicide this year.
Okay.
And he graduated from Marquette last year.
Wow. So really it puts everything else in perspective, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
So you're taking what could be a pressure-filled situation and maybe putting that to the side and focusing on other things.
Yeah, I mean, I do that. I looked at my bracelet a couple times, and then my mom, when I was younger, I was in a tournament, and she said that since you're not allowed to talk to spectators, I walked by her and my grandpa, and I said, I'm on fire now. So on 17, I pulled my 5-iron left, and I had a terrible lie, but I was able to get up and down for par, and I was just thinking, I'm on fire now in my head, and I made my putt.
Really? So you said I'm on fire now Today or another time?
Today.
Today, really?
Yes.
Wow, nice.
Because my mom's been telling me that for the past week.
Really?
And it's just been stuck in my head.
Yeah. So she said it to you, or do you say it to her when you walk by? Did you say it to them?
I said it to them
Yeah.
when I was younger, and now she reminds me of it constantly.
So she's the one that. Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
In your birdie run, any key hole, or in terms of the way you birdied the hole, anything that long putt or a tight approach shot?
I birdied hole 12, I believe,
Okay.
just because I stuck it to like 3 feet and had a nice, easy uphill left-to-right breaking putt, so it wasn't that bad. Then the next hole, I had a nice drive. Hit my forehand well, and then I had a couple friends watching me hit my approach shot. I hit it where I wanted it to hit, and it spun like I wanted it to, so I was able to keep that momentum and make a putt.
If you do, assuming you're 17 up as you walk off the course over Arrowhead, based on the live scoring, if this holds up, I talked to one of your teammates yesterday. You go from almost not making, if they had shortened last week, all that stuff with the storm, to now seizing your opportunity and then playing the way you did. I mean, what will this mean to you guys to regain the trophy? It's now become a seesaw, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I wasn't on the team when we won it 2 years ago, but I knew guys on the team. Like I knew Harry when I was younger because I used to play golf with him. Because he was a member at Westmore for a while, so I played with him there. And then I knew Blair as well because I've played in tournaments since we were young. So it was nice to hear that they won state. It was a little bit different last year. I came with them because I was on the team, but I didn't play. And I was a little disappointed about that. So I had that chip on my shoulder for the whole year, wanting to come back, wanting to play, wanting to prove my own game.
Sure.
So I think I did that this week. Yesterday, like I said, I struggled putting. But getting the trophy back, I mean, it's kind of like a dream come true. Losing it last year by 4 strokes, I think it was. It was kind of sad. Even though I wasn't playing, I still knew the guys on both teams because I played with them throughout the year. And, like, we've all known each other now. So it was heartbreaking for us. It was jovial for them. And now it's finally a little bit different. They get to feel what we felt. And, I mean, Arrowhead's a great team. There's nothing else that we could have done. We couldn't really have played better.
Right.
I mean, we did shoot like the 276 at Washington County. Yeah. But, I mean, I don't think we could do that here.
Right.
Because it's a different atmosphere with state, the whole pressure from the audience.
And what were your putt numbers yesterday to today?
I had 37 yesterday, and I had 33 today.
Wow. Okay. Awesome. Well, great.